We're cleaning this place up right, thanks
Wouldn't
to
you
you.
know it?
You stupid fuck! I see you! This is ours. Ooh, got shot!
Come out from the other side. Who's got shells? I see him!
We're close to the drop site. Get ready. All right, payload's in the air. Smoke's in the bayou. Snatch that shit. Get in. See you next time. Over and out.
We are friends here, that's
We don't want you here.
We will. You ain't. Oh, shit, yeah.
Come on.
Problems?
This goddamn thing keeps jamming up. If you're ready to see the other briefings, we can get started.
Show me what else you managed to dig up.
You got it. 2 of the city's finest scumbags. The man himself, Mr. Vito Scaletta.
You gotta be shitting me.
Last couple months have been pretty tough on old Vito. Sal's always hated him. Thought he was a mole for the commission, but he couldn't do anything about it because Vito's made. After the heist, Sal refused to pay Vito his cut, and then he put the clamps on him. He's been trying to limit Vito's ability to pay what's owed.
And if Scaletta can't kick up, the commissioner give Marcano permission to whack him.
The only reason that Vito is still above ground is because he has a couple off-the-record businesses. He's been using that money to pay Sal.
Gotta give Scaletta credit. Pretty goddamn tenacious.
He's lasted a lot longer than I thought he would, but the clock is ticking. A couple weeks ago, Sal sent in his nephew, a kid named Michael Greco, to help Vito run River Row. Greco's been using his guys to limit what Vito can do, where he can go. Once he has Vito completely boxed in, he'll make his move.
Scaletta has to know what Greco has planned. I'll pay him a visit. See if I can't leverage this thing with Greco to bring Scaletta around to my way of thinking.
I'm sure he'll appreciate your concern. Looking pretty lively for a dead guy.
You gotta move or what?
you think? Vito's taking his beating. Wish Greco would just let us kill the poor son of a bitch. Get it over with.
Nah, Greco wants to show how tough he is. Beat on old Vito till we all respect him.
If only all it took was beating up on a washed-up carpetbagger.
Huh?
Hey! Hey! Over here! Gonna bury you, asshole!
Someone could use a shower. Just saying. What the hell? Get out of here!
Your ass is fucked.
He couldn't have gotten far. After the grind,
can
boys.
find him.
Fuck it, I'll look over here. Huh? Blood's going down. He's taking out the whole thing. Shit, check the other side. We're down another man.
Holy fuck, this guy's dead. Holy fuck, this guy's dead. I ain't giving up, Dad. Must have run off. You ain't that fly, dips.
talk out of me. With Greco around, ain't no one feeling real secure about that place, so we just keep at it.
You scared little fuck! Piece of shit little pisshead! My morning skin's tougher than any three of you! Then see that! Break my fingers, cut my hands, and I'll kill you little piece of shit alive! That baby Dick Greco wants to off me, huh? Tell him to come down and do it himself!
Looks like I got here just in time, Vito.
Lincoln? How's this possible? I thought you were dead.
Bullet was deflected by my skull. Came out the back.
Talk about some goddamn luck.
Worst place to shoot a fella's in the forehead. Skull's harder than you think. Come on. We need to have a talk.
When I heard about what happened, I went to Marcano, asked for my cut right then and there. Figured if he fucked you and Sammy, I'd be next.
Yeah, I'm guessing he didn't go for it.
Said he wanted to wait for the heat to die down. Didn't want me running around, buying expensive shit, getting noticed. Like I'm some fucking amateur, never sat on a big score before. The money I fronted for the robbery was pretty much everything I put away. Didn't have enough to run, so I stayed. Commission wouldn't let him just kill me, so I figured I'd make that cocksucker jump through every hoop. Make him prove I deserve to get whacked. It wasn't much, but it was something.
Heard he brought in his nephew to push you out.
A kid named Michael Greco. Nephew by marriage, not blood.
Sure didn't number in here.
Yeah. They were looking to see what other rackets I was running. Like I'd leave a fucking paper trail in my office. Don't bother with that shit. Look, appreciate you getting me out of the freezer and all, but, what are you doing here?
Marcano deserves to pay for what he did, so I'm going after him. Him, his brothers, his lieutenants, all of them. And I'm gonna need your help.
Look, pretty much whittled me down to nothing. I mean, this is it.
For now, maybe. Once I take back River Road from Greco, money will start coming in, it'll be a different story.
Also, we're partners now.
As long as you do what I say and give me what I want when I want it.
So goodbye, Marcano, hello, Lincoln Clay.
It's either that or more of this. And next time I won't be around to fish your ass out the freezer.
Nobody kills that scumbag but me. You bring me Greco, I'm in.
Tell me about his rackets.
He took over the dock union and he's got a warehouse. There's a lot of valuable shit in there. You take both of them out, Greco's finished. A couple of my guys been keeping tabs on him. You should talk to them. They'll fill you in.
All right.
up your dues in the next 2 days, we'll come collect them personally.
Jeez.
And you don't want it.
This area is for employees only. That wasn't so hard, was it? Oh, hey there, young brother. place up right, thanks to you.
Ah, hey there, Frey. How is life running with her?
I got it covered.
Good. Because I'm getting word those Dixie bosons are starting to interfere with our drops.
They can try all they like. Still won't change the outcome. Getting in touch with your artistic side.
My wife used to draw on anything she could get her hands on. Half the time she didn't even realize what she was doing. And yet every stroke was perfection.
She's still back in Haiti?
Yes. It is where she is buried.
Yes, we've all had our share of losses.
Our losses, Frey, are nowhere near the same.
I'm just trying to turn the page, set things right with you.
And you think comparing the deaths of our loved ones will do that? Papa Doc had my wife tortured trying to locate me. He had the tonton Macoute bludgeon my children to death in order to save bullets. When I last saw my wife, her eyes had ruptured from the electroshock. My little boy, his face was caved in. And my little girl, she had been hit so hard she was decapitated. They were faultless. So you and me, Frey, we are nothing in common. Makano is an evil man. In that there is no question. But just because an evil man kills, it does not mean his victims are innocent.
Innocence ain't a thing that exists around folks like us. At least not for long. Hell, I'm not even sure I know what it looks like anymore.
I used to. Once. But the bloodier I get, the quicker that picture fades. But that's not important right now. Important thing is getting our weed back from the Dixie Mafia. A large shipment of marijuana is at this dock. Get it and bring it back. Not worth as much money, but we can sell everything you bring back.
down low. Damn, that goddamn monkey. Yeah, burn, boy.
What do we have here?
Sucking down. Pull that motherfucker out of here. Can't move. Some bitch hits hard. Need a second to reload. Get my ass down.
How'd we lose him? He's probably long
He could be
gone.
anywhere. Dig him up. He headed. Not a goddamn thing.
Breathing. The mongrels will not prevail.
Got eyes on his.
welcome back.
Sorry. Excuse yourself.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Well, look at you.
Now you're gonna love it.
I don't think so.
You'll see. There are certain things that grown men like to do that little boys just don't. Drinking an ice cold Stoltz is one of them. Here, have another sip of my Stoltz. Tastes better every time you try.
Oh, there's every penny. What's not to love?
Vito says you can help me get this bread of mine to a safe place.
Sure can, honey. And a friend of Vito's is a friend of mine. Be there lickety split.
Need to make a deposit, sugar?
Keep this safe.
Going straight to the bank.
I'm running running low. Can you send supplies to Delray Hollow?
Be out directly.
Good to see this.
You want something? You let me know.
Show me what you got.
Okay. Copy with that. See you later.
She starts talking to me about aliens, UFOs and shit, about how aliens or something, and both of them start in on it and just going on and on. So,
Dream of mine for a long time was to play a show with Dr. King in attendance. Would have been real cool to look out into the audience and see him moving to the...
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't teaser.
Look at who decided to stop by. Thought you forgot about me.
Running weed takes time.
That it does, frère.
Can't imagine what it must have been like running people. How many folks you think you got out of Haiti?
I only remember those I could not save.
Bullshit. When I was in country, once in a while we get a chance to evacuate a village before the napalm dropped. Wasn't our SOP, but we still did it. Had a couple close calls when the bombers showed up early. But I remember every single face.
So how many were there?
43. Should have been more, but some folks didn't trust us. Thought we were gonna march them into a shallow grave. Still remember the fear in their eyes.
Nothing motivates quite as well as fear.
Not a damn thing. So out with it. What was your count?
226.
Goddamn.
One boat every night for 10 months. Mostly women and children. The men were either enlisted or disappeared. We had more refugees than we knew what to do with. They didn't always survive the trip, but dying on the bateau running from Papa Doc was better than the alternative.
Dodging Dixie cocksucker sounds like Christmas morning by comparison.
If you would have told me 15 years ago that all this would happen, I would have called you crazy. I believe I die an old man with my family all around me.
Yeah. Not in this life, anyway.
No. Not in this life. Keep bringing in the marijuana, Frere. This is our life now. Go to this warehouse. Inside, there's a large stash of our weed. Kill the assholes guarding it and then bring it back.